Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
Hello everyone. It's your buddy Robo. Welcome to my new tutorial. Before we begin, please subscribe to my channel. Let's see what we will create today. Jump into After Effects and create a new composition. As usual, I'll be using the 1920 by 1080 resolution at 60 fps. The duration will be 10 seconds. Let's create a background. Right-click here, select New and then Solid. For the color, I'm using this light blue. Perfect. Now click on this icon and check the title Action Safe, Guides and Rulers. Then drag the rulers and position them like this. Good. Now uncheck the title Action Safe and Rulers options. We will need these guides for the next part. Next we will create a logo. But first zoom out a bit. Then select the pen tool. Set the fill to none and the stroke to a solid color. Increase the stroke weight to 75 pixels. For the stroke color, I am using this dark gray color. You can pick any color you like. Next, draw the logo like this. This shape should look like a letter M. Press V on the keyboard or click here to toggle the selection tool. Then turn off the guides because we don't need them anymore. Select the shape layer and duplicate it by pressing Ctrl+D on the keyboard. Then turn off the visibility of the duplicated copy. Select the Shape 1 layer and click this icon to open its contents. Next click on this Add button and select Trim Paths. Open up the Trim Paths option. Make sure the time indicator is at the 0 seconds mark. Click on the stopwatch icon for the end property and set it to 0%. Move forward to the 2 seconds mark and set the end value to 100%. Next select both of these keyframes. Right-click on them and select Keyframe Assistant, then Easy Ease. Open the graph editor by clicking here and adjust the graph handles like this. Now select the Shape 1 layer and duplicate it 2 times. Select the first, duplicate the head over to the Effects and Presets tab and then look for the fill effect. Apply it to this shape layer and also to the second duplicate. Now I'm changing the colors of these 2 shape layers to orange and purple colors respectively. You can use any colors that you like. Next we need to mask out the right side of this shape. To do this, create a new solid. For this, the color will not matter. I'm just using the default here. Select the solid and press P to bring up the position. Then change its X value to 1920. As you see, it has moved to the right side. Next duplicate this solid 2 times. Then place each of the duplicate on top of our shape layers. Next we will use the Track Matte tab to mask out the shapes. If you don't have the Track Matte tab, simply click here to toggle between. You can also right-click here, select Columns and then choose Modes. Now, on the shape layers, change the Track Matte to Alpha Inverted Matte. This is what we are after. Next select all these layers apart from the background and the shape layer we had turned off. Right-click on them and choose Pre-Compose. Rename this to Shapes 1. Make sure to select the Move All Attributes option and press OK. Next open up the Shapes 1 comp. Then move the marker to around 2 seconds and 30 frames. Now select the shape layer 1 and 3 and press Alt and right bracket keys on your keyboard to trim these layers. Next, using this slider, Zoom into the timeline. Then offset these shape layers by 15 frames each. Select the shape layer 4 and press U to view its keyframes. Then move the time indicator to the second keyframe. Click on this icon to toggle the layer contents. Next click on the stopwatch icon to add a keyframe for the start value. Move the time marker to the 3 seconds and 30 frames mark. Then change the start value to 35%. Next select the keyframes. Right-click on them and Easy Ease. Open the graph editor and adjust the handles as follows. Now repeat the same process for the other half of the logo. This is why we kept a copy of the shape we created with the pen tool. But for this, instead of using the end property in animating, use the start property as we want this to move in the opposite direction. I'll speed up this part of the video. After finishing, this is what you should be having. You can always slow down the video and see the bits that you may have not done right. Let's run preview this. You may need to tweak the graphs and timing until you get something that you like. For example, I had to trim the compositions again at the 2 seconds and 30 frames mark, so that both the animations would look symmetrical and at the right timing. I don't like the way the animation looks. Let's fix this. Open up the Shapes 1 comp. Select all the layers, then press U to view its keyframes. Select all these keyframes and then open the graph editor. Drag over all the graph handles to select them. Then click here to easy ease them. Now, adjust the graphs like this. You might need to do the same for the Shapes 2 composition. Now let's see what we have. But first let's adjust the playback resolution. I don't like how this top shape eases in when making this V shape. Let's fix it. Open the Shapes 1 comp and select the shape layer 4. Then press U on your keyboard to view the keyframes. Select these 2 start keyframes and easy ease them. Open the graph editor and adjust the graphs as follows. Next, do the same for the Shapes 2 composition. This looks much better. Let's make our animation more dope. Select these 2 compositions. Right-click and pre-compose them. Rename this to Logo. Make sure that the Move All Attributes option is selected and press OK. Select the logo comp and press P to open its position property. Move the time marker to the 4 seconds mark. Click the stopwatch icon to add a keyframe. Move forward to the 5 seconds mark and change the Y position value to 447. Select the keyframes and easy ease them. Open the graph editor and adjust the curves as follows. Next we need to add some text. Select the text tool from the tools bar. For this I am using the Gotham font. I will leave a link in the video description below on where to get the font. Now click anywhere on the screen and type out the text. Then press V to switch back to the selection tool. Position this vitamin text just below our logo. Let's animate the text. Click to toggle the text layer contents. Then click on the animate button and select position. We are going to use this to adjust the position of the text. This will give us more control of the animation. Click on the stopwatch icon to add a keyframe for the position at the 4 seconds mark. Actually, let's move this keyframe to the 6 seconds mark. Move the time indicator to the 4 seconds mark. Then adjust the text position by moving it off screen to the bottom. Perfect. Now click on the Add button alongside the Animate one and then select the tracking property. Click on the stopwatch to add a keyframe for the tracking amount and set it to 10. Then move the time indicator to the 6 seconds mark and set the tracking amount back to 0. You can select the tracking type keyframes and delete them. Next, open up the range selector 1. Move the time marker to around 4 seconds and 30 frames. Click to add a keyframe for the start value. Then change this start value to just until when you see the first letter of the text. Then move the time marker to the 6 seconds. Set the start value to 100%. As you can see, the letter V is visible. This means that we have to adjust the position of the text again. Just move the time marker to the 4 seconds. Then adjust the position accordingly. Now select all these keyframes and then ease them. Open the graph editor and adjust the graphs as follows. Next up, we need to create the stroke accents. For this we will use the pen tool. For the stroke, set this to 5 pixels. We will not need any fill color. Now click to draw a straight line like this. Just make sure that it is parallel to the logo. Make another line on the other side of the logo. Now change the stroke color for these line accents to white. Next, click to open the contents of these 2 shape layers. Then click on the Add button and select the Trim Paths option. Do this for both shape layers. Next, click to toggle the trim path contents. Make sure that the time indicator is at 4 seconds. Click on the stopwatch icon to add a keyframe for the start value in the shape layer 1. You can click here to turn off the mask's visibility so that you are able to see the stroke accents. Set the start value to 100. Add a keyframe for the end value and also set it to 100. Move the time indicator to the 4 seconds and 30 frames. Set the start value to 0%. Next, select the end keyframe and move it to the 4 seconds and 30 frames mark. Then move forward to the 5 seconds mark and then set the end value back to 0. Repeat the same procedures for the shape layer 2. Now select the shape layer 1 and duplicate it. Then select the duplicate and press P to view its position property. Next, offset this stroke accent by adjusting its X and Y position so that it is below the accent above it. Repeat the same procedures for the shape layer 2. Next, select these shape layers and then press U to view their keyframes. Select these keyframes and ease them. Open the graph editor and adjust the graph handles as follows. Now let's animate out our logo intro. Move the time marker to about 7 seconds. Then select the logo comp and press S to view its scale properties. Press Shift plus R to toggle the rotation. Then click on the stopwatch icon to add keyframes. Move the time indicator to the 8 seconds mark. Then change the scale value to 60 and rotation to 90 degrees. Select these keyframes and ease them. Open the graph editor. Then highlight to select the graph handles. Then select this left yellow handle and drag it to the right. Now right-click on the timeline and select the Edit Value Graph option. Now select one of the curves and then adjust it to have an overshoot like this. You will need to do the same for the other graph. Next, let's animate out the background. Move the time marker to the 9 seconds mark. Then select the background layer and press P to view its position. Click on the stopwatch to add a keyframe. Move the time marker to the end of the timeline. Then adjust the Y position value of the layer so that it moves upwards and off the screen. Next, select the text layer and press P to view its position. Click the stopwatch icon to add a keyframe at the 9 seconds mark. Move the time marker to the end of the timeline and adjust the position of the text so that it moves upwards too. Now move the time marker to around 8 seconds and 30 frames. Select the logo comp and press P to view its position. Then click on this dot icon to add a keyframe. Move the time marker to around 9 seconds and 30 frames. Then adjust the position of the logo by moving it off screen to the left. Now collapse all these layer contents. Select both the text layer and background layer. Then press U to view their keyframes. Select the keyframes and then ease them. Open the graph editor and adjust the graph handles like this. Remember to switch back to the speed graph rather than the value graph. I don't like the speed of the logo. Let's fix it. Select the logo comp and press U to view its keyframes. Then select this position keyframe and move it to the 9 seconds mark. We may also need to adjust its speed graph to match the one for the text layer and the background. This stage of the animation requires tweaking of the timing and speed graphs. This enables you to achieve a good-looking professional animation. Now let's add some more detail to our animation. Move the time marker to the 3 seconds mark. Then head over to the Effects and Presets tab and look for the Drop Shadow effect. Apply this to the logo comp. Let me zoom in to view the effect better. Also let me change the playback resolution to full. Now in the Effects Control tab, change the direction to 35 degrees. Set the opacity to 70%. Change the distance to 3 and increase the softness to 65. Select the drop shadow effect and click on Edit and select Copy. Then in the timeline select the text layer. Then click on Edit and then Paste to apply the same drop shadow effect to the text layer. Finally, let me adjust this shape layer so that it starts from the beginning. Then let's preview the animation. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I will see you next time.